Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for March 29th. March 29th is the 88th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 89th in leap years, with 277 days remaining to the end of the year.
Today's word is slippery. Slippery is an adjective that means causing or tending to cause something to slide or fall, as in slippery roads, tending to slip from the grasp, such as a slippery fish. Not firmly fixed, unstable. Not precise or fixed in meaning, ambiguous. Not to be trusted, tricky. Examples of slippery in a sentence might include: the trails were muddy and slippery. Fish are slippery to hold. The sign cautions slippery when wet. Slippery comes to us ultimately from Germanic origins. First known use of the word slippery is in the 1500s. Slippery.
And with that, King Gustav III of Sweden died on March 29, 1792. He'd been shot in the back at a midnight masquerade ball at Stockholm's Royal Opera about 13 days previously. On March 29, 1867, Queen Victoria agreed to the British North America Act, which would establish Canada on July 1st. A fraternal organization known as the Knights of Columbus was established on March 29, 1882. Pharmacist John Pemberton brewed the first batch of Coca-Cola in Atlanta on March 29, 1886. On March 29, 1927, a vehicle known as the Sunbeam 1000 HP, also known as the Slug, probably because of the way it looked, set a new land speed record of 203.79 miles per hour at Daytona Beach, Florida. In 1927, over 200 miles an hour in 1927. This was powered by 2 aircraft engines, and it was the first car to travel over 200 miles per hour. Ethel and Julius Rosenberg were convicted of conspiracy to commit espionage on March 29, 1951. On March 29, 1957, the New York, Ontario, and Western Railway made its final run, becoming the first major U.S. railroad to be abandoned in its entirety. On March 29, 1961, the 23rd Amendment to the United States Constitution was ratified. This is the one that allows residents of Washington, D.C. to vote in presidential elections. On March 29, 1974, NASA's Mariner 10 became the first space probe to fly past the planet Mercury. Also on March 29, 1974, the Terracotta Army was discovered in Shanxi Province, China.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed above 10,000 for the first time on March 29, 1999. This was during the height of the dot-com bubble. For point of reference, the DJIA closed yesterday, March 28, 2022, at $34,955.89, just a few dollars shy of $35,000.
And that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoyed this series, you could check out the playlist that includes these videos. I'll have a link in the description to that. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include the link to my blog page that will also have all those links. My blog is called No Really. And you can also find me on Rumble, Parler, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.